Medrash says, the Chilta says, Zochar Tem HaShabbos B'Kadshay. So steht in the Chilta, Zochar V'Shamar B'Dibur Echad Nem. That in the first Aseret HaDibros in Parsha Yisro it says Zochar Tem HaShabbos B'Kadshay. And in the second Aseret HaDibros it says Shamar Tem HaShabbos B'Kadshay. Zochar V'Shamar B'Dibur Echad. They were both said simultaneously, innate. So the Mechilta goes on to list a number of instances where two things were said b'dibur echad. There's an isser of shatness, there's a mitzvah of tzitzis, b'dibur echad nemru. There's an isser of eishasach, there's a mitzvah of yibum, zok the Mechilta b'dibur echad nemru. There's a mitzvah of isser of chil Shabbos, there's a mitzvah of korban tamid, b'dibur echad nemru. Azay shteit in Mechilta. Bishleimah, shatness and tzitzis have to be said b'dibur echad. Why? Because shatness is a stira to tzitzis. You can't wear shatness, yet you can wear shatness and tzitzis. That's why it has to be said b'dibur echad. Yibum is a stira to eishasach. You're not allowed to marry your sister-in-law, but makom yibum you can. That's why it's said b'dibur echad. You're not allowed to mechal Shabbos, you can check the korban tamid. It's a stira, it has to be said b'dibur echad. But why does Zochar v'Shamar have to be said b'dibur echad? There are no stiras. What is the linkage between Zochar v'Shamar? So the Ber Yosef says pshat. The Ber Yosef says pshat that Zochar v'Shamar b'dibur echad is because the word shamar means like you're a shomer of a chayfetz. When I'm a shomer, it means not only must I watch the thing, but I must make sure that it's watched from everybody else. Zochar v'Shamar b'dibur echad nemru tells me that there's a special halacha in Hilchos Shabbos, which means Zochar, I have to keep the Shabbos personally. Shamar means the Shabbos must be kept, and it must be watched like I watch over a precious pikadai. And that's the linkage between Zochar and Shamar. That not only is there an achrayus on a person to keep Shabbos personally, but Shamar is Yom HaShabbos B'Kadshay. Shabbos must be kept. And I have to make sure that other people keep it as well. And that's why they have to be nemer b'dibur echad. The Gemara says in Masechta Shabbos that parasha shel Rav Lezer ben Azariah haisa yaitza b'Ritzua. That Rav Lezer ben Azariah's para went out carrying something on Shabbos, and the Chachamim were upset with him. Zoch the Gemara, do you think that his para, Rav Lezer ben Azariah's para, went out carrying something on Shabbos? Zoch the Gemara, elo shel shchenasai haisa. It was his neighbor's cow. Then how can you say that Rav Lezer ben Azariah was Machal Shabbos? Zok the Gemara, because by Chil Shabbos, if your neighbor's Machal Shabbos, God taste that you're Machal Shabbos as well. Because by Shabbos there is this halacha called Shamar, that not only must Shabbos be watched personally, but you have to keep the Shabbos. You have to guard the Shabbos. And when other people are Machal Shabbos, it's a chisaron in your Shmir Shabbos. And that's why they were said, b'dibur echad. So some of you may be thinking that I'm alluding to a fact over here. And I'm saying that this is the makar of the people in Eretz Yisrael that demonstrate against Chil Shabbos. And therefore they're right. Because Zochar Tem HaShabbos L'Kadshay means not only Zochar, but it means Shamar. And we have to make sure that Shabbos is kept. And Rabbi Sai, to an extent, they are right. And if there's been a law in the books in Yerushalayim for the last 40 years that places should be closed on Shabbos, And if there was a law in the time of the British mandate that movie houses should be closed on Shabbos and you want to break the status quo, das ist nicht richtig. And therefore, protest must be made. But there's another factor that we have to consider. And this is what Rav Palm brought out so beautifully at the convention. And that is that the way to make people keep Shabbos is not to throw stones at them. The way to make people keep Shabbos is to be mechanech them. It's to get them into schools. It's to get them away from the treifen and chinuch that they get. And you can throw stones von Heinz bis morgen, but that's not going to make any more Shmira Shabbos. If people have a fardorban, a rotten, miserable chinuch, as he called it, then he's going to ask us the question like that Israeli cab driver asked me, why can't I go drive and visit my relatives on Shabbos? And I had no answer for him. And there is no answer for him. Because if a person doesn't know what a Shabbos is, and doesn't know what a Yid is, and doesn't know what Torah is, you can speak until you're blue in the face, and you can throw stones from Heinz this morgen, but you're not going to get him any closer. So, ein hachinami, perhaps protests must be made. And Zochar es Yom HaShabbos L'Kadshay includes Shomar es Yom HaShabbos L'Kadshay. But don't only treat the symptoms. Treat the sickness. And the sickness in Eretz Yisrael is not that people want to keep the movie houses open on Shabbos. The sickness is that they don't know what Shabbos is. And they don't know what a Frima Yid is. And they don't know how beautiful our heritage is. And they don't know what a Gishmak of a Shabbos is. And that's where the protest has to be made. That's where the major battles have to be fought. Not on Shabbos, but on Sunday. To get them into the schools. To be makar of them. Give them a piece of kugel rather than a stone. And this is not saying that the protests are wrong or the protests are right. If the Gdolim in Eretz Yisrael, the protests say you have to protest and you have to protest. And if the Gdolim say don't protest, then don't protest. Aber das darf now sagen, and now that the only long-term thing is we've got to be mechanech that door. We have to do something about that. That they alone, one day, should understand that a Shabbos is not a day to go to the beach or go to the movies, but a Shabbos is a day to enjoy and get the ruchnius out of Shabbos. And that's where our major kaiches and major efforts must lie.
For further information about other tapes by Rabbi Frand, please contact